Hi Libra, and welcome to your reading. Okay, this is my first time on YouTube, so bear with me. I am learning as I go. I'm here learning with you. Now, that being said, let's get into your reading. What does Libra need to know? Libra need to know. I'm not going to get those quite yet. What does Libra need to know? I know it's not all of them. What does Libra need to know? Okay, they don't. Put it back. Take that. Take that. Okay. Yeah, when I'm placing my cards, I don't look at them and let Spirit tell me where each card is supposed to be placed. Okay, what stays and what goes? Side message. Side message. And you take. Wait, is side message or the main one? Side message or the main one? Side message. Definitely take, okay. Side message. Irrelevant. Side message. Take. Take. Message not relevant. Okay. In my own personal reading, side messages do come out, but being that I'm just starting out, I'm not taking side messages until maybe the first of the next month. That is many times Spirit, but they are very insistent. Wait. Oh. What else does people need to know? What else does people need to know? What else does Libra need to know? Okay, let's try it. Good, I don't look at the cards. I let Spirit tell me what to take and what to leave behind. Not that one. Take that one. Take that one. Right. That one. Maybe that later. Okay, Libra, let's see what we have for you. We have, okay, nice start. 10 of Earth, Youth. That's the 7 of Fire. Destiny. The Hero. The Scribe. Masculine and Feminine. And Wisdom. Okay. So let's see what's going on with you, Libra. I started feeling you, start of the reading, you feel amazing. At this point in time, you feel amazing. You feel, what? You feel happy with yourself, but it's on a superficial level. It's like, when you're someone who's aware of their accomplishments, you've done a lot for a young age. And Spirit is using that as an example, like someone who's done a lot at a young age, but somehow is dissatisfied with it, thinking it's not enough. And regardless of your age or gender, you are in the same boat. You are someone who may have accomplished a lot when it comes to work. You may be seen as a social butterfly, someone that's reliable, dependable. How best can I phrase it? Because I know the feeling I get from this card. I'm just trying to figure out how to put it into words that you may understand. You are someone that's admired, respected. In a sense, you're put on a pedestal by the people around you. Because you are a goal-getter, you're the type of person that will take a risk that may seem reckless to some, but for you, it can lead to the biggest payoff. But somehow, for you, it's not enough. Is it like there's a feeling in the background, there's an energy in the background, like something's not right, something's off, something's missing, and even you can't put your finger on what it is, but you're not satisfied. You're aware of your accomplishments, you're aware of what you've done, what you're good at, what you're great at in some cases, but for you it's not enough, and you don't understand why it's not enough. As far as the current energy around you and in your environment, you have the youth. The youth speaks to someone who breaks away from the status quo, like you're exploring life on your own without the outside influence of others. You're trying to learn your own mind. What gives you a sense of purpose? What gives you a sense of direction? Now, if there's others that want to come with you and learn as you go, great, cool, awesome. But any naysayers, oh wow, any naysayers, they're getting voted off the island. They're not part of your team. They're not coming with you. They are just going to slow you down and stop you from being your best self, which is how, this is what I'm hearing, this is how it's going off. As far as your strength or weakness, you have the 7 of fire. You have a discerning eye. You know who's for you, who's against you, who's just here to go along with the ride, and who's really here because they want to see you succeed. But in a sense, it does pose as a weakness because you're too quick to cut people off. In the sense of, it could be over a miscommunication or misunderstanding, because the 7 of fire is an action card. It's not one for a lot of basically, the moment you see something's wrong, or the moment you see something's off, you're not doing 3-strike rule. It's more of a 2-strike, if that. But for some of you, the moment you see something that's not quite right, like, and you start questioning, are you really here for me, or you just want the goods that come with me? The moment you start questioning that, the moment that question is raised, you're ready to drop the axe and cut somebody off, or or give them the business. And like I said, the third eye, it can be a strength, it can work in your favor, but your quick action to cut somebody off or give them a piece of your mind based on what you see or what you think you saw, that is where it turns to a weakness at. And we'll be clarifying this afterwards. Now, for your present moment, you have the Destiny card. Your destiny is being called into question. You're starting to ask yourself, is this truly what I'm meant to be doing? Because it's not satisfying for you. It's not fulfilling. It's not motivating. It's not engaging. It's more of you're going through the motions. And apparently you're tired of it. You have all these questions about what it is you're truly supposed to be doing. Like, what will satisfy your hunger to feel like this is what you deserve, this is what you want, this is something that you're passionate about and you'll do anything for. You don't have that feeling with whatever it is you're currently doing. The success, the accomplishments, the being placed on a high pedestal for you, that's all superficial level. Like, it doesn't hold a deeper meaning to you. Don't get me wrong, it does matter to you, but it's not. But it just doesn't matter as much as it should be according to you. Now, based on the current energy that came out during this reading, there are 3 different paths or courses of actions you can take based on the current energy of the reading. Now, the first one being the hero. You are choosing to be your own hero, meaning you are speaking up for yourself. You're actually making it known that whatever this is, whatever it is you're doing that everyone gives you high praise for, you're being your own champion and saying like, yeah, no, this is not for me. I know this is what I'm good at, I know this is what I'm accomplished at, but this is not for me. And you're being your own voice of reason, the voice of reason that you don't have among your group or peers. So it is quite possible that if you do have a friend group or even surrounded by a few family members, it comes off as you're aware that some people in the group know that you're not happy, but instead of being a friend and telling you that you should find something that makes you happy, if this isn't it, because some of you are truly miserable and you're not faking it. It's like y'all are aware of what you're good at, but some of y'all are truly miserable with it. And you feel like the people around you, they can tell, they have seen the difference in you where you're not happy, you're not satisfied, you're not fulfilled, but they're not being a true friend in the sense that they're not telling you that if you want to make a change, it's okay to make a change. It's more of they're too close riding on your coattails. Now, if anyone might be cross-watching on this particular reading, this is how Libra's feeling. This is how Libra's coming off with their current energy. And that is in a sense, the motivation behind them taking this path. Like, since no one will speak up for them, they're speaking up for themselves. Like, this is not what I want to do. This is not what I'm meant to be. I want to be something better. I want to do something different. I want something that actually brings joy to my life. And I will be clarifying, because I do also get the sense that you will be met with some backlash and some resistance from the people around you, questioning if it's really a good idea or not. Alright, next course of action or path you can take, you do have the scribe. With this one, you're not necessarily taking action. It's more of you're waiting and watching, you're observing, you're analyzing, you're taking down notes of what's truly going on around you, and you're moving in silence. You may be learning a new trade or planning a change in career, but before you do, you're doing your research. And like I said, you are keeping this to yourself. You're not telling anyone until you have all the facts. But for those of you where you're watching, observing, and noting down what the words and actions of the people around you, is more of you're playing who's in your corner, who's not, who's riding on your coattails, and who will truly be happy that you're going after what it is you desire, and you're doing this before saying anything about wanting to make a change, because you already know who may be against it and why, and how you're getting for a situation if conflict does arise, when you no longer want to stay in the position you're currently at. And last but not least, you have the third option or course of action. You have masculine and feminine. Now, male or female, we all have masculine and feminine energy. It's just that some of us live in one more than the other, whereas others have learned to be more balanced with our energy and how we use both our masculine and feminine energy. But with this card, what it necessarily speaks to is not so much as your masculine and feminine energy, it's more of the next step you're going to take. You're not being quick to decide and take actions towards something new and moving in your masculine energy. And you're not being passive about the change you want to make either. In terms of feminine energy, it's more of you're using both simultaneously. You're taking the time to observe and, for lack of better words, you're taking the time to observe and nurture yourself, motivate yourself, encourage yourself to make the change you want to make, and taking small steps. You're starting with a planning phase for what or how you're going to make a change. Now, this change, like I said earlier, can be a change in business, can be a change in your career, can be a change in what you're learning if you're attending college. If you're currently pursuing a career, it could be a change in your career choice. That may be something completely different from what you're currently doing. With this path or course of action, it's more of you're planning it out step by step, not just playing it out. As you're playing it out, you're taking the steps slowly but surely to get to where you want to be, or someplace that you're more comfortable, someplace you're more free and happy. And you're doing it in a way that's getting less attention and pose less risk of outside influences encouraging you to do something different. Now, regardless of the path you choose, your final outcome for the next couple of weeks, you have wisdom. In the traditional tarot deck, this could also relate a little bit to the Hermit. It speaks to a period of self-reflection. You're deep in thought and can include meditation, where you're beginning to wonder if this really is the move that you want to make, and if so, why. You're not looking for outside plans. You're not looking for outside answers. You're looking within yourself. Your motivation, your passion, your desire is truly sitting down with yourself and asking what it is that makes you happy. When do you experience the most happiness? Where are you when you're doing it? Or who's around you? Some of you may also be thinking about how other people view your happiness, or how they view what you do to make yourself happy, to see if their response matches with what they say, with the words that come out their mouth. So you really are like looking harder at your friend group and some of your family members, like, who exactly is here for me? And who is here just to ride my coattails? Because some way, shape, or form, some of the people around you, if not all of them, are benefiting from what you're currently doing, whether it be financially, whether it be financially, whether it be mentally, being that you have the time that's needed for them to come to you whenever they have a situation or a problem. And if you make a change, you would not have limited availability. If it's making a change where you're learning something new, or expanding on it is what you know. What, I do not know why, but I feel like somebody's threatened by it. I do not know why, because I don't know who it may be, but the more I hear, like, read the energy, the more I feel like someone is truly threatened by the change you're about to make. And they're not going to make it obvious at first. It's more of, they're going to talk to you to see where your head is at, but the further you go, the more resistance you're going to meet when it comes to this particular person. Because they don't want you to change. They want you to stay in a way that they're comfortable with. And for some of you, the way you currently are now, even though you are successful and have some accomplishments, the way you are now makes it easier for them to control you. Makes it easier for them to control and manipulate you, because certain information that you don't know. Now again, that does not apply to all of you. That does not apply to all of you. That last part applies to select few of you. Because so far, none of these cards would relate to another person, but the energy of your reading overall, there is another person at play that does feel threatened by your change. And it's like they're lingering in the background. Their energy is lingering in the background of your reading. Let's see if fish me what's up if I clarify. Okay. Clarify but for Libra. Okay, I need to slow down with these cards. Let's clarify for Libra, please. Okay, that's 3 cards together. So I'm clarify you. Destiny. And scribe. Are we clarifying anything else? Can I get at least one more card for clarification? One more card for clarifying, please. Please excuse the fire. Works. Oh, I asked for 1, they gave me 3. Okay, what goes where? This one? Oh, okay, put it back. Okay, let's see what you have, Libra, for clarifying. Okay, yeah. This person still didn't come up, but just looking at the clarifying cards and where they are, I stand corrected. You may know very well who this person is, or at least have an idea that someone in your friend group is lying to you, and that they're really not part of your team. Because clarifying 7 of fire, you have emotional withdrawal. In a sense, you might be feeling threatened yourself. Because you may be hanging around your... Because with the change that you want to make or thinking about making, you don't know what it's going to be yet, but you just know you want to make a change. You may still be around the same friend group physically, but emotionally, you have checked out. You're not sharing your ideas. You're not sharing your feelings. You don't feel safe. Feel like it's safe to do so. Because like I said, the moment you see something that you know is not right, like, that looks real suspicious. Like, why you say that? Why you do that? Are you really here? Because you'll have my back no matter what. Like, you'll support me. Or if I have to keep my distance and guard myself from you. just keep on hearing you don't think it's safe to share your thoughts and opinions and feelings about how you currently feel. So like I said, your accomplishments, your success, your what you're good at, what you're talented at, you feel like it's all superficial, like it's all for show, like it matters, but you wouldn't mind letting it all go. You wouldn't mind letting it all go, and you don't feel safe sharing with anyone in your friend group. And with fertility, clarifying destiny, fertility can also symbolize this birth, like, and I don't mean physical birth like you're giving birth to a baby, more of you're giving birth to a brand new idea, a brand new opportunity that may be presenting itself to you either in the new future, or you're creating this opportunity for yourself. Because you want to grow, you want to expand, just in a different direction. And being that clarifying destiny, the answers you seek about whether this is truly for you, if you're on the right path, like why you're really here, you're gonna get them. It may not be in the way you expect, but you're gonna get the answers you seek. And it's going to bring you a lot more clarity and understanding to which way you're supposed to go next. Okay, before I move on, Spirit, I'd explain what comes next instead of wandering aimlessly. Instead of wandering aimlessly, trying anything and everything to see what actually satisfies you, the answers you receive, they're actually going to point you in the right direction of what it is you truly want or desire. Then we have sacrifice, clarifying the scribe, and now if you said it earlier with this card, you're observing and analyzing the people around you, what they say, what they do, how they respond, how they react. You're taking notes of who's in your corner and who's not before you make this big announcement that you're not happy, you're not satisfied, and you want to make a change. And with sacrifice, clarifying this card, chances are, just by remaining silent about what it is you're planning and watching the people around you, you'll know exactly who to let go of. You're gonna know whose time is up. And I find it so funny that this is coming up. This could be someone who's leeching off of you. It's financial for some, but I don't know how they are tied to you or what benefit they get from you, whether it's your time, your focus, your attention. Because there's nothing in here that's coming up money related, but I keep on hearing there's something that they're getting from you. And when you change, they're not going to have access to you in the same way. So yeah, it could be your time, focus, and attention that they're getting the most of. And you're ready to sacrifice this person because enough is enough. You're becoming more aware of what they're doing and how they're this is my second time splitting up how they're manipulating you. So they may have a certain way of how they talk to you that can be considered manipulative to get what they want or need without appearing that they're manipulative, if that makes sense. Now you have heart chakra clarifying masculine and feminine. With this is saying follow your heart. It's not going to be easy because you are moving away from what is known. What? Excuse me. You're moving away from what is known, what is familiar to you, for the sake of something that you love, something that you cherish. It's time to give back that love to yourself by putting yourself first and knowing what it is you truly desire instead of living to fulfill someone else's needs. And it seems like you may be running on an empty cup. Because the way the heart chakra card is presenting, is clarifying, is that you're used to someone taking. Either you're used to someone taking, or you're used to being the one to be. Or you're used to giving. And if you're a person that's used to giving, you give more than what you should allow, leaving less for yourself. Your cup is not totally empty, but it's less than what you need. It's less than what you deserve. Why do I feel like you don't even notice that? I feel like you don't even notice that. Your cup is not even halfway full. It might be 1/4 full, but you don't even notice the difference. You think it's halfway full. But the other person, if we took from your cup, if we took only what they needed, no, they did not. But anyway, and lastly, clarifying wisdom, which is what you can expect over the next couple of weeks. You have the throat chakra. Now is definitely the time to speak up. But the throat chakra doesn't only speak to how, is not only related to how you speak, it also relates to your expression. It also relates to your expression, meaning how you carry yourself. So, how best can I say this without being insulting? You are getting comfortable, like whatever path you choose, you are getting comfortable in living in your truth, being that you're not happy where you're currently at. Comfortable enough to hint at it, suggest it, and talk about it. And the moment you do, it'll start showing in your physical form, because you've been putting on this act for so long, like, yeah, you're good where you're at, but no, you're not. It is gonna start showing more clearly in your physical form that you are truly not happy. But what will balance it out is that the change is real, which is you're gonna stop saying that you're not happy. The moment you make this change, you're gonna stop saying that you're not happy. Instead, it's more of you're moving towards your life purpose, and that too will reflect in how you express yourself. The way you talk, the way you move, the way you handle situations. I'm here for a reason. I'm hearing you're going to take longer strides, and you're going to move more comfortably. Okay, and let's see real quick, because I did want to check the bottom of the deck before I close out your reading. You have the Ace of Earth. Which does speak to new opportunities. New opportunities, new career and finance. But at the same time, being respectful of your boundaries is what I'm also hearing. So you may be aware that whatever the change this is that you want to make, you can't do it right away. There's a limit to how much you can do, possibly because of any responsibilities that you may have that may slow your progress in making this change. But lo and behold, some way, somehow, you changing out of this current situation that even though you look good, you're not happy, and you are making that change. You are going for a new opportunity, one that serves you well. Anyway, Libra, that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please do hit the like and subscribe button, that there will be more videos to come. See you in the next one, Libra.